Welcome to Ella's Beefeaster's Radio Air Check and Classic TV channel.
All right, how are you?
Good morning, Bob.
Bob Collins, you silver-tongued, silver-haired devil, you.
You sound different.
Yeah, this sounds very strange.
Different. Sound a little off-center there, Bob.
Hello? Level?
You're not working it very close, Bob.
1, 2, 1, 2. How come roadies can never count to 3, by the way? 1, 2, 10.
How are you, Bob?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I started working at the Drake in 1974, at the time that Bob started working at WGN, and I listened to him daily.
Good morning, y'all.
And when I would pass...
Always pleasant, always smiling, always happy, cheerful, thrifty, courteous, brave, loyal, clean and reverent.
On my way down Michigan Avenue, when he would be out in the showcase, and I would wave on Friday, and he would wave back.
The mayor's kind of mad because we're not out in the showcase studio, and he likes being out there on Michigan Avenue.
He didn't know me, and I had never met him, but I'm going to miss him.
I promised if you'll come back more often, I'll be out there. Every time you come back, we'll be out there.
I'll be standing out there waving to you, Bob.
Just a little controversy between the news person and the announcer person on the morning show. This rarely happens. Forever, we've heard of lake effect snow.
Right.
Is there such a thing as lake effect rain?
Yes, there is.
Ha! Ha! Ah! Ha! Why'd I say again? Ah! Ha! Bob, this is science. This is science.
That'd be the first time.
Okay. Just logical. Now, I realize logic isn't a big part of your makeup. Wait a minute, I've seen that finger before, haven't I? Number 1 again.
Bob Collins' love of the air, whether on it or in it, was well known to his listeners, as was his caution. He was a champion of Meigs Field and fought with his heart and his microphone to keep that runway open, talking once about the scare he experienced over the nearby Gary Airport. He found his way to Chicago via Milwaukee, with stops in Tampa, San Diego, and Los Angeles along the way.
Partly cloudy, chance of thundershowers. Hello, leave me alone.
His trip to the kingship of morning radio here was long and storied.
All right, let me make a nickel for the company.
From the Tyrone F. Gentleman Amateur Hour in the evenings, to the Big Orange Cap in the afternoons, to a laugh that will stay with us all in the morning.
Wedding gown restoration is a special art. Imagine the thrill of being able to wear your grandmother's gown, Tom, or pride you'll feel as you pass down your own wedding gown. For 38 years, Schwartzoff Cleaners in Evanston has been serving brides. Licensed in wedding gown restoration, Schwartzoff Cleaners uses a special process to restore gowns and heirlooms. Founder and owner, Cleet Schwartzoff, says that the gown you're hoping to wear has been... I was almost that close.
We weren't.
Oh, as I was saying, Tom, as the owner and founder, Cleet Schwartzoff, says, if the gown you're hoping to wear has been discolored by heat, cosmetics, gas, or champagne. Gas. Oh.
We had that problem in my wedding.
I know if I had a gown. Schwartzoff Cleaners can help. For more information, please call area 312-328-3110. That's 312-328-3110. Tell them Wally Phillips sent you.
And I remember when I was leaving and he was taking over, he came into my office and he said, you know, this is scary. This is a real challenge. I said, yeah, but you're good enough for it. And do one thing. He said, what's that? I said, just be Bob Collins. Don't try to be somebody else because people will see through that right away. Just be you and they'll like you for it.
And it was certainly nice having the Schwartzoff Cleaners with us for the short time they were with us.
I think you don't fool people very long. If you're not real and it's pretense, they'll find you out in a matter of time. But if you just treat people like with respect, like you feel for them and feel with them, and I think he knew that, and he was right about that, and that's why people related to him, so they could trust him.
Well, here's Johnny. Yes. Pardon me.
Compose yourself.
Big city, major market.
Right.
WGN Chicago. Here's Johnny with the traffic. And as you all know, our spring fashion editor is Lawrence Schreiner. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning, Robert.
Could we have just a little preview, a little hint of what might be in for this spring?
Well, don't you wear pink.
I so rarely do. It clashes with the red in my eyes, you know?
But I love pink, and pink is going to be
that's good, yeah.
very, very popular.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
The lights all right for you?
Yes.
Want some water?
Yes.
Oxygen?
No.
As I said a couple of weeks ago, I think sometimes songs come and go too quickly and people don't really pay attention to the lyric line and the message the song is trying to really get across. And I think you handled the last one very well. And I would like, again, to tell everybody that I have here the paper, which you have not seen. It's still turned over on the desk here. You have not seen this. And it will be a sight reading, much as you've done before. It perhaps will not be as easy to read as You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog, but it's material that you are more familiar with. Let me just give you that little hint. You want to put on your glasses?
Well, I feel, after having done such an outstanding job as you did on Hamlet's advice to the players, it is no more than meet and proper that I make an attempt at whatsoever you have prepared for me.
Yes. What did he say?
It means he's going to do it.
Okay, good. He's going to do it. Fine. It's 1:15. Could I have the background music, please? The script, Mr. Grayson.
Yes.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, this is very appropriate in a sense because I today wore a set of cufflinks. And I showed them to you just a moment
Beautiful
ago.
cufflinks.
That was given to me by the gentleman who wrote this when he left the station, namely Mr. Saxy Dowell.
He used to work here.
And it's kind of weird that I would have worn these today, and so therefore I dedicate this to him.
Terrific. Ladies and gentlemen.
The late Saxy Dowell.
Mr. Carl Grayson.
Down in the meadow, in the itty-bitty pool, swam the 3 itty fishies, and the mama fishy, too. "Swim," said the mama fish, "swim if you can." And so they swam and they swam right over the dam. Poo-poo did-em-date-em twat-em-chew. Poo-poo did-em-date-em what-em-chew. Poo-poo did-em-date-em what-em-chew. And they swam right over the dam. "Stop," said the mama fish, "or you'll get lost." But the 3 itty fishies didn't want to get lost. So the 3 itty fishies went on a spree. And they swam right out to the sea. Poo-poo riddle-diddle-dazzle-drip. Poo-poo diddle-diddle-dazzle drip. Poo-poo diddle-diddle-dazzle drip. And they swam right out to the sea. "Whee!" yelled the fishies. "Oh, here's a lot of fun. We'll swim in the sea till the day is done." So they swam till it was dark, till all of a sudden they saw a shark. Poo-poo skiddle-deedle wadum-chew. Poo-poo skiddle-deedle wadum-chew. Poo-poo skiddle-deedle wadum-chew. Till all of a sudden they saw a shark. "Help!" cried the fishies. "Oh, look at the whales." And quick as they could, they turned on their tails. Back to the pool in the meadow they swam. And they swam to the damn old dam. Poo-poo foodly-wacky sake. Poo-poo foodly-wacky sake. Poo-poo foodly-wacky sake. And they swam back over that dam.
I
I know this may be a bit presumptuous on my part, but I trust that Bob Collins won't mind. You're about to meet a new personality here on WGN Radio, a stranger from another part of the world, having come to Chicago.
Crossing the highway late last night, and shoulda looked left and I shoulda looked right. Dead skunk in the middle of the road, stinging the high, come on, sting.
Friends, welcome. We'd like you to meet Bob Collins.
Good evening. Welcome to the Tyrone F. Gendelman. Don't call us. We'll call you Radio Amateur Hour. Perhaps you would like to explain, Robert, to the boys and girls what it is. What it is.
What it is?
Yes.
What it is, I call dogs.
You call dogs?
Many dogs. This is not restricted to people on the farms or in rural areas.
I see.
City folk can do this.
I see.
Suburban folk can do this.
Is there
Anybody
something
can call a dog.
Somebody can do in their own home without technical professional training? Or
Nope.
Okay.
It's very easy. Would you like a demonstration?
I would be proud to hear a yes.
Hang on just one moment.
Okay. Oh, your dog was busy. Oh!
Robert, my whole leg. Busy. Got another number. I could try another number.
Don't, Bob, don't call us. We'll call you.
Chicago awakened this.
Welcome to the Tyrone F. Gendelman. Don't call us. We'll call you Radio Amateur Hour. It's a delight to welcome you to our stage. Jim.
Pleasure to be had.
What is what is your particular area of expertise?
Well, I just happen to be hosting, they're on their way through Chicago, the Furtive Family of Fine Frogs.
The Furtive Family of Fine Frogs.
Yeah, that's a water thrill show.
I suppose it would be, yes.
They represent 4 generations of frogs.
Fine frogs.
Fine frogs.
Fine furtive frogs.
In fact, the Furtive family does it all. From running the boat, the playing the music, the cleaning up.
The plane?
Cleaning up.
Cleaning up. Well, it's kind of, after the act, somebody has to... I've never seen a frog act on the radio, Jim. I'm a little confused as to precisely what it is that they do.
Well, I got to tell you, our star of the show, Flim Flam Furtive, will not be appearing tonight.
Oh, is he ill?
Well, he had an accident the other day.
What happened to him?
Well, I guess I can tell you about show business seamier side.
Yeah, I don't...
He tried to sniff coke, but somehow he got his head caught in the neck of the bottle.
Well, that'll happen to you. I realize that there are dangers involved in the fast life, as it were. Well, who will be substituting for
his brother, who happens to be the second star.
Yeah?
Flipper Legs Furtive.
Flipper Legs Furtive, yes.
Now, one thing I got to caution you.
Yes?
They're used to performing in bigger tubs. Now, in their last show, they played at the Prince Charming Suite at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas.
The Prince Charming suite.
Am I allowed to plug Caesar's Palace?
Sure, that's Caesar's Palace in Vegas.
If one of the representatives wishes to acknowledge my mention, I do accept packages from 9 to 2 every day.
Okay.
However,
yes,
because we're using a smaller tub, they are using a safety tank adjacent to the tub.
Well, I'm sure we all feel better for that, Jim.
And since they are working for gratis,
yes,
strict amateurs in the strict sense.
You're not paid professionals because we do have our, we have our rules here.
Well, they will be working with the lid up.
Well,
that's in case.
Yeah.
See what they do.
Yeah.
The Flipper is going to be taken around by a miniature boat.
Yeah.
Which is powered by Rayovac batteries.
Of course.
Can I say Rayovac?
Yeah.
Well, if any folks from Rayovac are listening.
I know, Jim. Right.
Freckles Furtive did knock the battery off Conrad's shoulder.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate that Freckles couldn't leap away quick enough. But
it's a new game called Squish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's gonna leap through a burning hoop.
A burning hoop.
Burning hoop.
Yeah.
And I think that's good enough.
Well, I think it's going to be a terrific act. Now, are the performers, the Furtive Family of Fine Frogs, all ready?
They're ready. In fact, we've got Sam the Sagacious Seal is going to tell them to start their engines.
All right.
He was born on December 25th.
Yeah, that's
a real Christmas seal.
I suppose, yes, a Christmas seal.
Moving right along.
Do you want to tell them to go ahead and rev it up?
Okay, Sam, tell them to get going.
Okay, Sam, tell them to... complicated instructions.
Well, I think we got it going. Here we go.
I hear him, yeah.
Here the boat's moving. The boat's moving.
Yeah.
Flipper's getting on his ski.
Oh, he does this from a ski.
So he does it from a ski. He's taking around the boat.
Is the fire going in the hoop?
The fire is going now. We're pouring a little mimosa on it to get it moving. He's moving around. He's taking another turn. He's almost up to full power.
Yeah.
He's coming. He's shaking his little paw. This is it.
This is the one.
He's coming through. He's up. He's through the hoop.
Yeah.
But he overshot the tub.
Oh.
He's in the tank. He's in the tank.
The safety tank.
Let's get these engines off. Let's get him out of the tank. Does he look okay? Wait a minute. Don't flush. Don't flush.
Terrific! All right.
Damn, I lost another frog.
I lose more frogs like that.
I'll tell you.
It's not easy, Jim, being in showbiz.
What a tragedy this has turned into.
From my side also, Jim.
The Furtive family's in shock. Fingers Furtive is playing some appropriate music on his Hammond organ. Can I say Hammond?
If anybody from Hammond is listening.
I'll tell you, it's hard to believe the crew of Flipper's Lakes Furtive had come to such a tragic end. It was only now that he was flush with success that he speaks. His family has hopped around the tank to take one last look where it happened. I see Flicka, Flacka, and Flucka. The Furtive triplets, consoling the patriarch of the Furtive family. Drink Fireball Furtive. This frog has seen tragedy in his life. So long, Flipper. You were more than a frog to me. Someday when the going gets tough and a frog won't feel like taking a leap, I'll remind him of you and ask him to jump one more for the Flipper. So long, pal.
Jim, truly a moving memorial to the Furtive family of fine frogs.
I just think it happened on your show.
Are you all right?
And I don't think, and I've talked to a lot of people in the last 24 hours on this subject, and I really don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody in the broadcasting industry thought that he would be able to take over what Wally left and sustain it. Nobody. I mean, everybody thought that was impossible. I think it's really one of the truly amazing stories in the history of Chicago radio that he was able to do that. I don't think anyone, and I mean anyone else, could have done what he did.
Skip Bayless, a sports columnist for the Chicago Tribune. Good morning, Mr. Bayless.
Good morning, Bob.
Skip Bayless is a well-respected sports columnist. He is widely known as a very bright, quick on his feet, quick on the uptake. We've come to respect your judgment.
I know there's a punchline to this.
Now, I've not noticed myself, but Dave says your butt's starting to look a little chunky, so before you strip down for that Macarena thing, you might want to, tone up a little bit.
I'm still at my playing weight, and I'm ready.
I love Tom Arnold's line. He said, I wear the same size pants that I wore in high school. Of course, I'm wearing them 6 inches lower now.
In an age of political extremes and shock radio, we find in Bob Collins an observant, thoughtful, blunt-spoken, but fair and common man who never lost touch.
We were talking earlier this morning. We really, seriously, collectively do not recall it feeling more hot and muggy and sticky. My glasses steamed.
Just plain gross.
Oh, yeah, it is kind of sticky. Well, Mary, you don't sound very pleased.
I spent 15 minutes curling my hair this morning.
I did
Why
too. Same problem.
Did I do it?
Exactly the same problem.
I know you do.
The people of Illinois had a very, very special person in Bob Collins. And Mr. Speaker, the people of Chicago had a special advocate in Bob Collins because he loved Chicago.
There's a road I'd like to tell you about. Lives in my hometown. Lakeshore Drive Road is called, and it'll take you up or down.
I'm driving home last night after dinner, and it's dark. I mean, it's past dusk. And there's a guy in a red Jeep. So I flashed my lights at him, reminding him, perhaps since he just pulled out of his driveway or something, that he doesn't have his license. Doesn't have his license. His response could have been A, completely ignore me, B, turn his lights on, or C, give me the finger. Which did he choose? The last one. That's right.
What is wrong with you lately, Bob? Everybody's giving me the finger. And it's never your fault?
Well, he has the sign on the car.
Horn broke, watch for finger.
For 20-some years,
22 years I've listened to That Man on WGN radio, and I started as an apprentice plumber working, and the guy that I worked for had to have WGN radio on, and I'm 18 years old going, oh, geez, do I have to listen to this? And I train apprentice plumbers to be plumbers, and this kid calls me up and he goes, now, damn it, you have me listening to WGN all day long.
It's a real heartache, huh?
Todd Martin reached the semis, beating Slava Dozadel.
Who?
Slava Dozadel.
Is that all one name?
Those are two names, Tom.
Oh.
Slava is the first name.
I got it.
Honey, let's call him Slava. Look at him.
Like I said, I'm 41 years old and listen to WGN, you know, and that's the weird part about it. Now I'm so sad, but I know that everything has to go on, and I just love the man dearly, and I never even met him.
Right. But you knew him.
I mean, we're gonna have a good basketball program. I don't know when the hell it's going to be, but I can assure you we're going to have a good. If we got 4 more guys of Wings caliber with Wings Kahunas, we're going to have a chance to win, and that's what it's all about.
That's the Hawaiian king, isn't it, a kahuna?
Yes, exactly right.
I believe that's the reference.
Well, yeah, you have either big or little kahunas.
Well, yeah. Most of your Hawaiian kahunas are kind of big kahunas.
And see, this is all tying into our conversation about the trip to
by the way,
yeah,
for the football game.
Yeah, send Tom to Hawaii. Have him check out the kahunas.
The kahunas, that's right. Elsewhere,
I found there were a lot of them.
Yeah. Has this been a theme this whole show? We started with the Larry thing, and it's just continuing.
Well, it's Friday.
Yes.
I like them kahunas.
We're gearing up.
I didn't say it. The coach said it.
That may be the funniest tape I ever heard.
It's okay.
Sorry.
America's about choices.
Wait.
Yes.
I got to hear it one more time.
Down the line, we're gonna have a good basketball program. I don't know when the hell it's going to be, but I can assure you we're going to have a good. If we got 4 more guys of Wings caliber with Wings Kahunas, we're going to have a chance to win.
Bob?
So I think
Where'd he go?
he used the wrong.
He's under the table.
Yeah, get a couple of them Hawaiian cats out of here, man.
I think he was confusing 2 languages there. He meant to use a Spanish
neither of which was
expression, but
English.
neither one was good.
Oh, God.
It's in those moments after an emotional game, they played very well.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Elia. Okay.
Yeah, Bob, it wasn't anything. What he's trying to say, the kids got.
Down the line,
Now, Mr. Ed will be speaking for
I mean, we're gonna have a good basketball program. I don't know when the hell it's going to be, but I can assure you we're going to have a good. If we got 4 more guys of Wings caliber with Wings Kahunas.
Boy, did I learn a valuable lesson here this morning. I think I know what.
You've seen me in fishnet hose.
Fine, thank you, Larry. Okay, back to you, Dave. All right.
It's a Hawaiian festival, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. The Pride Kahuna Festival. That's correct. Discovered a new dinosaur.
This is very interesting, Bob.
It's basically overshadowed every conversation we've had here at WGN, and now it's front page news.
When is the Tribune going to hire you as their editorial consultant?
I've been waiting for that phone call, but so far nothing.
You're going to get a phone call.
But I will.
Remembering Bob will continue.
All right, let me make a nickel for the company
after a short break.
On Chicago's News and Talk, Radio 720 WGN.